What's up, y'all? The reviewer is here, and I'm back to give y'all this album review of Mr. Serv-On called Life Insurance. Now, if you're unaware of who Mr. Serv-On is, he's a rapper from New Orleans, Louisiana. He used to be with No Limit Records, with Master P them boys, and then shortly he went and started doing his own solo thing and things of that nature. But this is his first album here. This is the real deal. No bootleg. Y'all know how I do. The producers of this album was KLC, or Beats from the Pound. I put all who made the beats in the description box. But the features, you can see all the features right here. You can see it. Sorry about the light. So with that being said, let's get on with the album review. We'll try to make this quick. All right, the first track is Let's Get It Started. Now, if I don't remember all who's features on each song, I apologize. All right, but the first track is called Let's Get It Started. This features Master P, Mia X, and Silk. This is a real tight way to start off the album. This thing is bumping off the frame, man. One of my favorite tracks off the album, matter of fact. Silk started rapping in that yelling, rapping off beat ways, but he sounds tight though. He's one of the only few that can do that. Then the next one is My Best Friend. This is a pretty nice song. This features Master P. It's basically saying my best friend is my lady, and they're explaining why on each track, on each verse, and it's a really good song, man. Heaven Is So Close. This features Master P and Silk. This is probably one of my favorite songs off of this album. There's a female singing on the hook as well. I can't remember who she is, but this is a blazing track, dog. I can bump this song all day. They talking about some stuff like realness out there, but they feel like heaven is so close. But they still hardcore with it though, man. That's what I really love about the song. This is blazing. It's Real is another tight ass cut. This features Brother Lynch Hung and Master P. Brother Lynch Hung came through with a dope verse. I may review one of his albums in the near future. Even though I'm not a big fan of the cannibalism style, but I think one of the albums that I really dig. Now, Master P come through with a dope verse. Mr. Serv-On did his thing as well. Like I said, this is a tight track. Die Rich. This features the Gambino family. I don't remember who they all are, but this is a pretty straight cut. It's a nice beat with solid vocals. I'll put it like that. Serv-On did his thing as well. Hustlin' is a real tight ass track. This features Mystical and Master P. This song is blazing, man. I remember I used to play this song non-stop. You know what I'm saying? Like, I used to really feel this track back in the day. Mystical came through with a great verse. Cemetery Made, this features C Murder. The way the song starts, you already know it's a C Murder cut, man. It's like he got his own trademark. By the way, free C Murder. I'm gonna review his called Life or Death. I actually have that CD, and you'll see on another video soon. But this is a really tight track here from Serv-On and C Murder. Come through with some nice verses. 5 Hollow Points. This is a pretty good track. This features Mia X, Big Ed, may he rest in peace, Cain and Abel, Fiend, and I think that's all it. But they all come through with some dope verses, especially Cain and Abel, man. They came through with a great verses, man, that just off the chain. Trying to Make It Out the Ghetto. This features Master P and Mac. This is a pretty straight song. I think back in the day I used to play it a lot, but then today is just average. I still think it's a pretty good song though, nonetheless. They both come through with some straight verses, and they basically saying they trying to make it out the ghetto. Affiliated is a really tight track right here. This kind of reminds me of In the Hood. People bumping the song in the hood, man. Like, I guess that what it reminds me of. Mr. Serv-On come through with some dope verses. That beat is kind of eerie too, by the way. Then Throw Your City Up is another tight ass cut. This is probably like my personal favorite off of the album, you know what I'm saying? Serv-On just shouting out a lot of the cities out there. And It's a really tight track, man. They sampled it from an old school song. I can't remember what, but tight ass track. And that's pretty much it. That's all the songs I'm going to review for this album. So to rate this album here, out of a 10, I will probably give it a 9. I will give it a 9. I'm going to say that. Because I really love this album, man. Mr. Serv-On did his thing throughout the album. He had a lot of features on there. And there are pretty good tracks on here, like classic tracks. And then there's some really not so good ones. But the tight tracks actually does overshadow it. So with that being said, I would recommend this album to you if you're a down south fan, because this is considered a down south classic. I'll put it like that. And it's hard to find. It took me a while to find this CD, so that's why I never gave the review of it. So with that being said, pick this junk up if you can. It costs a good bit of money if you want the actual CD, or if you want to add it to the collection like I'm doing. All right, so that's it. Shout out to Mr. Serv-On for coming up with a dope album. Shout out to all the features. All right, much love to the real folks, and I'll be on here back with another review. All right, peace out, y'all.